Hey, you tens, welcome to exercise 3.5, where we take a look at finding the midpoint of a line segment. So in 3.4, we're finding the distance of 2 points and of that line segment using Pythagoras. But here for the midpoint, we're just finding the middle of the x distance and the middle of the y distance. How do we do that? We take the two coordinates x values, or I guess the x values, and we divide it by 2. And then we take the two coordinates y values and we divide it by 2 after adding them both together. So example 1, how do we find the midpoint of a line segment where we have the coordinate -2 and 5 and 7 and 1? What we still want to do is, let's just make good habit of it. You still compare 5 and 1 to see which one's higher. Well, 5 is higher, so this is going to be our x2, y2. Over here, our 7 and 1 coordinate is going to be our x1, y1. Now that we've established x2, y2, x1, y1, okay, to find the midpoint, so therefore midpoint is going to be, let's write the formula. Oh, actually, we've got the formula right above us. So we sub in our x1 value of 7, and we add it with our x2 value of -2. This divided by 2 after we've done the addition at the top, comma our y2, or sorry, our y1, which is going to be our 1, and then our y2, which is going to be 5. Divide that by 2 after we've done our addition and subtraction. So 7 plus -2 is 7 take 2, which gets us 5 on 2. 1 plus 5 gets us 6, and that's going to be divided by 2. It's always divided by 2. And so essentially our coordinate is going to be 2.5, because 5 divided by 2 gets us 2.5. And then our y coordinate is going to be 3. So if we had these on a Cartesian plane, let's say we had a line segment -2, 5, all the way to 7 and 1. Okay, the middle of that line segment is going to be an x value of 2.5 and a y value of 3. Okay, and then our job is done. We've found the midpoint, okay, of these two coordinates. The next part is find the missing coordinate with the midpoint and coordinates. So here they tell us the coordinates of the midpoint M of the line segment AB are 7 and 2. If the coordinates of A are 1 and -4, find the coordinates of B. Now, if we go back to our equation, what we can say here is the overall x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So let's say therefore midpoint x value is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And our midpoint y value is y1 plus y2 divided by 2. I have to play the substitution game to figure out the other coordinate that we had. So previously we had the two coordinates where we can just plug into the brackets to find the midpoint. Now they tell us the midpoint. Okay, we know that the midpoint x is 7. We know the midpoint's y value is 2. So therefore what we have is a situation where we sub in midpoint x value of 7 is going to equal, well, coordinate A we'll just call x1 and y1. So here we have 1 plus the unknown coordinate of B divided by 2. And over here on the right side, well, we know the midpoint value of y is 2. So we substitute 2 into the midpoint of y. And y1, well, we know this here is going to be -4. Okay, because we're given one other coordinate, but we're not sure what the other is, and that's our job to find out. So, not liking how this y looks, so let's just redo it. So, using our linear equation skills, what we have to get rid of first is the 2, or the denominator on the right side of both equations. So if we have 2 multiplied on both sides, what we're left with is 7 times 2 equals 1 plus x2, and 2 times 2 equals -4 plus y2. Therefore, what we have is, well, this breaks down to 14. 1 plus x squared, sorry, not x squared, x2. This turns into 4. -4 plus y squared. Sorry, not y squared, y2. Now, to get our answer, we just got to get rid of the plus or minus term on the right side of x2 and y2. So if we were to take away 1 from both sides, we know that our answer here is going to be 13 for x2. And then our answer here, well, we have to plus 4 on both sides, which gets us 8 for y2. So what's our coordinate? For the missing coordinates of B, so therefore B is going to be 13 and 8. All right, so that's our coordinate for B, and that's all you have to do for exercise 3.5. Sometimes I'll give you a midpoints coordinate and then one other coordinate to find the missing original coordinate that you need to find, which is what we did in example 2. Sometimes I'll give you examples where you have to find the midpoints coordinates with 2 points. Let me know how you go, and that's all for 3.5.